In the series of spiritual trip in Vrndavan, which we took in December 2023, today's episode we are talking about Seva Kunj. Seva Kunj is a forest group which is the famous for Krishna offered his personal service to Śrimati Radharani by massaging her lotus feet and painting them with vermilion. Krishna also massaged her delicate limbs with perfumed oil, combed her long black hair into braids, and applied cosmetics to her moon-like face. He also dressed her with silken garments and gem-encrusted ornaments. Thus, the forest group became famous as Seva Kunj. This place of Krishna's Seva to Radharani. This group is also known as Rasasthali because this is where the most wonderful Rasa Dance took place. One can see the actual place known as the Rang Mahal Mandira, where Krishna served the lotus feet of Radharani. This is where, after the Rasa Leela was over, the gopis would prepare a soft bed made of flower petals and invite Radha and Krishna to lie down together so they might spend the night entwined within each other's arms. We can also see here Lalita Kunda created by Krishna here just to satisfy Lalita Shakhi. There is also Rasa Mandala platform commemorating the Rasa Leela pastimes that took place in the Kunja. The Rasa Leela is considered to be the pinnacle of pastime between Krishna and the gopis, during which every gopi has the opportunity to dance directly with Krishna. As the Rasa Leela begins, Krishna stands alone in the middle and the gopis dance around him in a circular motion, singing in chorus and clapping their hands to the rhythmical beat of the drums. The most enchanting sound is created by the jingling of the gopis' ankle bells as they dance in perfect unison around Rasa Mandala. Each gopi is thinking that Krishna is looking directly at her while she enacts a dance of love before him. By his mystical Prakash potency, Krishna expanded himself into hundreds of identical forms to dance next to each individual gopi, who could then personally enjoy his loving embraces and taste his nectar-like kisses. Seva Kunj is also known as NikunjVana, and it is one of the 12 forest groups or upavanas of Vrndavan. These upavanas, in the both side of the Yamuna river, the east side and the west side, these upavanas are situated. There were 12 upavanas of Vrndavan, and in the next slide I will show the name and their location. The Puranas say that the forest of Vrndavan actually encompassed a vast area stretching from Seva Kunj to Nagarjana and includes Govardhan, Radhakundo, Barsana and the entire region on the western bank of Yamuna as far as north of Kelanbana. The forest of Vrndavan consists of 5 yojanas, and each 5 yojana is equal to 40 miles, which is the distance from the Vrndavan to Nandagram. And the whole of western bank of Yamuna is included in the forest of Vrndavan. Therefore, when considering this vast area of Vrndavan forest, the 12 small forests or Adhivanas are collectively known as Seva Kunj. I will prepare a separate video on the 12 Upavanas and their glorification. So, in this video, I am limiting only for Seva Kunj, which is a very important and divine place to visit. Seva Kunj initially was lost and it was finally regained by Sri Jiva Goswami, who finally found the location and acquired the land around the Seva Kunj, and the present Seva Kunj temple and the forest what we see is contribution of the 6 Goswamis who prepared this. And although there are lot of crowd in Nidhivan, very few people visit Seva Kunj. In Seva Kunj we purposely visited because this is very famous for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. The present day of Seva Kunj, what we find, was actually found by Swami Haribans sometimes around 1590, and since then he worshipped the deity over there. And even like Nidhivan, in Seva Kunj also, after the sun sets no one is allowed to stay during night, as it is believed, like Nidhivan, Bhagavan today also plays Rasa Lila in this area. Hare Krishna.